Hey everybody, it's Mr. Davis. I have a project for you today that is going to involve using paper folding, which is origami, and paper cutting, which is kirigami, to make a three-dimensional fish that can kind of swim and move. So I will show you that, but first to start you're going to need three different pieces of paper. Now they don't have to be like colored construction paper, but if you can find two that are different colors, that'll be helpful. And then one that is white. You don't need a lot of white. We're only going to be using a little bit. You need a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and pencil and a marker. So to get started, we need to make both of these papers square. So the way you do that is you want to fold one side over until it's just like that. So it goes right to the edge, makes a triangle, and we're just going to snip off this extra piece. So whenever you're making origami with a tall piece of paper, you just need to cut off that little extra piece after you fold it diagonally right across the middle to make it square. You do the same with the other. My paper is a little tough to fold. Some papers are a little thicker. There we go. We got two square pieces of paper. Now one of them is going to be the body of our fish. So whichever color you like more, that's going to be the body. I like this dark blue one. So I've already got the one fold. That's great. Now I need to fold each of these two right along the middle. Each of these two corners are going to go up so that this whole side is folded. Same thing over here. Sort of makes this kite shape like that. Okay. And then we are going to open it back up and fold it just like that. So now you're going to flip it and you're going to make some snips just to that middle line there. So I'm going to make some of those snips. Just go right to the line. The more snips you make, the more your fish is going to fold. So as long as I'm careful and go right to the line, should be good. Just like that. And this is going to be the foldy part of our fish. So in just a minute, you want to make sure it folds like that. That looks great. So we've got to round this part off because this will be the top of the fish's mouth. So at the top of all your folded pieces is that point. You're going to round it. Cut it just like that. You could probably snip a little bit further from the tip than I did, so make fewer snips there. Now we're going to add glue to one of these two flaps that are not slit, and we're going to stick them to each other. So I'm going to take a glue stick, go along, coat the whole thing in glue, this whole flap, and we're going to stick it to our other flap. And to get all the way to that edge back there, you might need to roll a pencil around in there, just make sure it's all stuck. And you're just using the flat side of the pencil. And then you should have this fish shape So now we're gonna make the bottom of the mouth for the fish. We have the top shape here that we snipped, that we rounded like that. We're gonna make the bottom of the mouth. So I'm gonna snip this shape a little less than half, and I'm gonna round it. So it looks like a big tongue. This will be the bottom of the mouth of our fish. So I'm gonna add a little glue here. Stick that to the bottom inside of that mouth there, just so that we have a bottom. So now we have a top, we have a bottom. We're gonna make a couple fins. So you remember that other color we used? For me it was this light blue. So I'm going to take my paper, I'll fold a little piece of it up like this, and then I'm just going to cut some little fin shapes out of there, like that. Do another one, like that. So if you open it up, it'll look a little bit like a heart shape. That's what we want. So I'm gonna add a little glue to this one, stick it on the back of my fish. Now this one, I'm gonna snip right in the middle. That will be one of the fins of my fish. Actually, that looks like kind of a small fin for how big my fish is. So I'm gonna do one more, a little bit bigger, like that. So snip that one right down the middle. That's a nice size fin. So I put a little glue on the side there, make sure it sticks. Put a little glue on the other fin, just on the side, just so it can stick, like that. There we go. And my tongue kind of came loose in there. So right now we have all the basics of a fish. My fish is kind of looking a little more like a shark. Last step, we got to do the eyes. So I am going to get my glue stick, cap it, draw around the edge of it, or anything else that makes a small circle that you want to use. And cut those out. Careful, turn the paper so you can cut that out. Going slow because they're small circles. Then I'm going to use the other side, so flip them over so there's no pencil showing. I'm going to use my marker to make some pupils for the eyes. Like that. Like that. We'll stick those on my fish. Here's one eye. Try to line up the other side so that one eye is not a lot lower. Last but not least, sorry, I don't really like where the bottom of the mouth is, so I'm going to rearrange it. Last but not least, if you want to add kind of an inside tongue part to your fish, just snip a square, round it out, or a rectangle, round that shape out like that. Add some glue. I'm going to stick that right inside of my fish's mouth. So I now have a fish with a really cute face. If you look inside of the mouth, there's a tongue in there, it's got some fins, it's got a tail, and it can bend just like you'd see a fish bend in the water. So I think that's a pretty fun craft. I hope you have fun with it. Have a great week making art. I'll have one more message for you later about showing off our artwork, which we will try to do soon. I hope you're all well. I miss you all. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.